This video is for those who are using Windows 7 operating system and want to check their volume settings for their speakers. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do is to open up the control panel window. To do this, go ahead and click on your Start button located in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, and then click on the word Control Panel. Now, your screen might look a little bit different than mine. That's because I have my view set to small icons versus categories. So for this demonstration, go ahead and switch your view to small icons. Now, all the settings are listed in alphabetical order. So the one we want to click on is the sound settings. So go ahead and mouse over that and click on the word sound. In doing so, you will open up the sound window. Now the sound window has 4 tabs. It has playback, recording, sounds, and communications. We are going to focus on playback because we're dealing with speakers. So the first thing we want to do is to make sure that the speakers are set as the default device, as you see in my screen. You can see that's listed as the default device and there is a green check next to it. If your speakers are not set to the default device, go ahead and just right click on speakers and you'll see an option down here say set as default device. Go ahead and click on that and you will see a green check next to the speaker icon. To check the volume settings, go ahead and click on the word properties and you'll see the speaker properties window open up, and go ahead and click on the word levels. Now what a lot of people do is they set their speakers up all the way to 100%. This could tend to overdrive the signal to the speakers. So I would suggest that you keep it at around 75. If you want, you can check the balance. Usually they are set equally. I have mine tweaked a little different, but that's okay. And if you needed to mute the speakers, or if they're possibly muted because you're not getting any sound, you would see a little circle right here stating that they are muted. Uncheck that, just go ahead and click on it, and now the speakers are no longer muted. No need to worry about the microphone, the rear blue in, the center. Each computer is going to have different configurations, but plugging your speakers into the headphone jack on the front or the back of a tower or into a laptop, you would just want to use the main settings for the audio output as you see up here. Under enhancements, there's no changes there. Under advances, we're going to stick with the default settings, and under general, we're going to leave it as speakers and make sure that the device is enabled. So once your volume is set, you can go ahead and click OK. Now for a quick test, you can go ahead and click on Configure, and you want to make sure if you have 2 speakers or 2 speakers with a subwoofer, you want to stick with stereo, and to test it, just go ahead and click on Test. And you'll hear 2 little bells out of the left and out of the right speaker, signifying that the speakers are working properly. If the speakers are not working properly, one of the things that I would suggest you do is to go ahead and unplug the speakers and plug the speakers into a different audio source. Now this audio source could be your cell phone, it could be an iPad, it could be any device that has a headphone jack. Plug it into that and see if you get sound. If you get sound, then you know that the speakers are working properly because they are receiving the audio signal from the audio device and playing whatever music or sound that's coming from that device. If you plug it back into the computer and you're not getting any sound, that lets you know that the signal from the computer going to the speakers is not working, and it's an issue with the computer and not the speakers. So you'd need to check with the computer manufacturer to see if your drivers for your sound card are working properly. If you have any other questions, feel free to give us a call on our tech line. You can reach us directly at area code 360-823-4100. We're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Coast time. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you.